one of the things that really struck me was a story you told about the night before your wedding involving Justin Timberlake. I got a question about this, but why don't you tell the story and then I'll ask.
Yeah, so I, you know, saw her outside on the phone. She was crying the night before our wedding. I assumed that she was speaking with her mom or family member, friend, something like that. And so I went back in. We were at the Fairmont. I went back into the room, waited for her to get off the phone. When she came in, I asked if everything was okay. And she told me that she was on the phone with Justin. And I was shocked, obviously. Um, and I mean, yeah, from there it was just like, wow, this jaw-dropping moment for me. Um, and she was just saying basically that she wanted to end, make sure everything was closure, all that before us getting married. Uh, kind of a red flag moment. But yeah, I mean, from there, I basically was like, okay, look, we don't have to go through with this. I didn't, it wasn't like, if she was having doubts, then I'm totally happy, letting things play out and just being together for a long time and figuring all of this out. Obviously, I mean, I knew that how she felt about me, so I kind of took it for what it is, and
But
the
Kevin,
rest played out.
what's interesting about that is that she had asked you, she proposed marriage to you. So
Right.
at that point, I would think that you would go like, well, you're the one who wanted to get married, but like, shouldn't you have had this conversation? I imagine if I were in your shoes, I would say to her, why didn't you have this conversation with him before you asked me to marry you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a spur of the moment thing, obviously. So I didn't really have time to reflect on all of it in the moment. Looking back on it now, it's easy to say a lot of things, but it played out the way that it did. And after that, obviously, we were super happy and very much in love and what couples are when they get married for a long time after that. So,
It's funny that I see this very differently. I mean, the way I see it, if I heard something like that, it sounds like she asks you to marry her, then calls Justin, and basically it's like, I want to make you jealous enough that you'll come back to me, and I'm giving you one last chance to open that door again before I commit to him. And that's the way I heard it.
In other words, if Justin had said...
If Justin had said the door's open, she would have ended the engagement, it would seem to me. I don't know if you thought that through or if I'm just wrong.
no, I mean, I don't know. Like, I know how she felt about me in those moments. So I think that it was, I mean, you got to imagine that they were friends even after, the breakup, as horrible as their breakup was and how publicized their relationship was. I would imagine, maybe it was the way I was thinking of it is that, she was calling him like they're close at one point. So she wanted to, but I see your point. She said very well could. I have no idea, what the reasoning behind all of it was. And at the time, I was still young and things played out the way that they did.